I believe one of the most important qualities in a human is leadership. It's inherently built within us. Even if you're not the leadership type, you don't have a dominant personality, you lack confidence, plagued with insecurity, at the end of the day, we're all leaders and we're all creators. You're the leader of your own life. Whatever you think is literally shaping your reality. And this is also what I see where a lot of people go wrong. As a leader, you got your own charisma, your own style, your own energy, your own set of experiences that makes you you. And that's the most valuable thing you can bring to the world because there's only one you. We undermine our value as an individual and we look at other people that have the results that we want and then we try to replicate those individuals to replicate those external results. But where we fall short is they got those results by being themselves. And by you being them, you're not being yourself. And those same processes don't work for you. You know, you can replicate another person's processes to a T that you lose your whole identity, you become them. And yes, you may get the results, but it doesn't feel the same. It's missing something, it's missing you. And ultimately, what does that look like? It's missing fulfillment, missing satisfaction, and you're going to find that you can have all the external things in the world, but you still don't have yourself, which is arguably the most important thing. The freedom you're looking for, yes, external things are going to bring that freedom, and that is part of it as well. Having the amount of money in your life to have any option, the power of fucking choice is critical. So it does matter. Money does matter when it comes to happiness in that aspect, but it's not the only thing. Because you could have the power of choice, but you could not even know what choice to make because you don't even know who you are. So doubling down on yourself, realizing that you are the asset at the end of the day. This game, this life is rigged in your favor only when you begin to see it that way. All of these societal pressures can either consume you, they're either playing you or you're playing them. For a long time, social media accounts played me, starting to, replicate and pretend to be someone that I'm not because I thought if I played that character, then I'll get those results. And eventually I realized social media is just an opportunity for me to be me and express my truest me. If I'm proud of that example, if I feel that example, the example that I am is valuable, if I've realized my worth, then the world will realize my worth and therefore I become valuable. The quick fire pathway to you turning your story into some form of success, your image into some form of an income online, is just look at your life story. Everyone's gone through some shit. You've gone through some shit. You've overcome things in your life. It's going to be unique to you. Don't think someone else's story is greater or worse than yours. Everything is subjective. So you identify. Think back to some of the hardest times in your life, accomplishments, anything you've overcome, any struggles, and just ask yourself, what characteristics as a man or woman did you build through those times? Those are all characteristics that you can then give to another person because you've gone through some sort of adversity, trial and tribulation in order to earn that characteristic. There's something that can't be bought. And anyone being around your energy is going to automatically be forced to either rise to adopt that characteristic themselves or be pushed away because that characteristic is too much for them. And that's my simple blueprint, man. By no means am I the wealthiest guy online. There's people that make a shitload of money more than me. But one thing I do have is authenticity. I've learnt myself. I've fallen in love with myself. I don't need to show up in a suit or a special background to create a video like this anymore. And I can just give you me. And that allows me to also charge top dollar for what I do. It allows me to fund a lifestyle where I can move around and work with clients from all around the world and ultimately reinvest into projects which I believe can help the world. To me, in this chapter, that's my current definition of freedom. So even for you, a couple of questions to ask yourself is, in this chapter, what's your current definition of freedom? Do you truly understand the value that you are and what you bring to the world? And finally, are you the living example of that? Because if you're not, you're missing. There's so much money on the table. You're missing a grand opportunity. You're more than just whatever your job description says right now. You're more than what social media tells you to say you are. You're not just a coach. You're a human. Each human has a story, and that's a story that no other fucking human is going to have. You're one of one. Remember that.